about WrestleMania 37. I know it's a wrestling video, and you guys aren't really that, comfortable talking about it in a way. Get my headphones here so I don't hear any copyright material. But WrestleMania 37, I was saying it was underwhelming. I wasn't really excited for it. The pandemic and not having fans in the crowd, that makes it kind of like that. Let's go over the matches real quick and talk about it for a second. We'll discuss it. All right. So, anyways, we have a WrestleMania that you guys may or may not be interested in. How you doing? I'm kind of not too excited for WrestleMania. I'm just all right with WrestleMania. I can't even name all the matches, to be honest with you. Now, let's see. I'm going to the website right now to look up what the matches are and what's going on. Hey, what's up, Dakota Vlogs? How you doing? You guys watch my other vlogs? You enjoy them? Not talking about my everyday life. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't care about it. I'm just going to discuss it with you guys and talk to you about it. I'm not even watching Raw today. I haven't watched it. I don't know what's going on, but I will predict a show for you. And who really cares? Bad Bunny, I appreciate you. But 4 days, 22 hours, and 29 minutes of WrestleMania. 2 days of WrestleMania. Santic rituals? That's interesting. Okay. So anyways, let's talk about the match card. Okay. Now, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Don't care. Don't know why they're wrestling each other. I don't care about this match. I'm going to guess that Kevin Owens is going to win unless they want to push Sami Zayn. I'm going to say Kevin Owens. Okay, Biggie Langston versus Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews has to win this one. He's obviously going to become the Intercontinental Champion. Because why would they just give him a new gimmick and just to de-push him? It doesn't make any sense. So, Apollo Crews will win that match. Cesaro versus Seth Rollins, I actually like that match. Hopefully it becomes Cesaro's big moment. I'm predicting Cesaro is going to win. They're going to start pushing Cesaro to where he needs to be. Is my prediction for that match. I could be totally wrong. All right. Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. This should be the opener of the pay-per-view, honestly. But I think that Matt Riddle is going to defeat Sheamus and keep, because Matt Riddle is getting over, even though it's just computer fans. Matt Riddle's getting over. Vince McMahon likes him. Sheamus is a test kind of thing. So, kind of like when John Morrison faced Sheamus at Survivor Series. They were testing him. So Matt Riddle's going to win that one. This one was thrown in there. Yeah, pretty much. This one was thrown in there. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage match. Is Shane McMahon going to jump off the cage on the Braun Strowman and beat Braun Strowman? Why would Shane McMahon beat Braun Strowman, though? That wouldn't give Braun Strowman any kind of leverage. I think that... Why would Braun beat Shane? Why would Shane beat Braun? I believe that Shane McMahon might actually beat Braun Strowman. They might continue the feud from there. Bad Bunny versus The Miz. I think The Miz is going to beat Bad Bunny. It's a celebrity match, but why have Bad Bunny, a nobody rapper who does nothing, beat the former WWE champion? So I think The Miz is going to beat Bad Bunny because it doesn't make any sense for him to win. No. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. I don't care for that match either. I don't know why it's happening. Asuka was a big time in NXT. We have Rhea Ripley. I mean, Rhea Ripley as women's champion sounds better. I think Rhea Ripley is going to become the Raw Women's Champion because they want to make new stars, and Asuka doesn't really do it for people. Now, The Fiend versus Randy Orton. You guys were talking about that. You guys don't like The Fiend. He's a ripoff of Pennywise, The Undertaker, etc. It kind of is stupid. I agree, Dakota's vlog. I agree. But The Fiend versus Randy Orton. Basically, yeah. Why is Randy Orton even still a wrestler? I believe that the Fiend's gonna beat him. I mean, Goldberg beat the Fiend, and then that's when the Fiend's career went. The Fiend wasn't bad. They just didn't use him properly. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. But I think that the Fiend's gonna win. I don't see any direction for Randy Orton anymore. The New Day versus AJ Styles and Amos, his big security guard. You know, at WrestleMania 29, they had Big E Langston and Dolph Ziggler versus Team Hell No. And that was Big E Langston's main roster debut, basically, at WrestleMania. Big E Langston was an NXT, former NXT champion. So it's kind of like this is his first match in wrestling. So I believe that they're either going to pin AJ Styles and New Day is going to retain, or they're going to give them the belts because, honestly, they want to make it interesting. New Day has won the tag titles so much, so I'm predicting one of two things. Either Kofi or Xavier Woods pins AJ Styles, or they just give him the belts and we'll see what happens from there. So that's what I'm thinking. So it could be almost his first title run, his first match, first title victory, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm predicting. But if I was to make a heavy prediction on it, I think that AJ Styles and Amos will win. That's my opinion. So yeah. So Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Now Bianca Belair won the Women's Royal Rumble. I believe that Bianca Belair is going to beat Sasha Banks. Bianca Belair is that good. Bianca Belair was very good in NXT. I always liked Bianca Belair. Some people don't like her. Some people don't agree. But I believe that Bianca Belair is going to become the women's champion. Because why not? Why not have the Women's Royal Rumble winner with her story go into a big pay-per-view match and not become champion? Sasha Banks has had a run. Sasha Banks is good. She can give that rub to Bianca Belair. Why not? I'm going to say Bianca Belair. So, now we have Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I'm not watching Raw tonight. I don't want to watch Raw tonight. I'm not watching it. But maybe Brock Lesnar might be added to the match. It's a possibility. Maybe it's not going to happen, or he'll return at WrestleMania. But, yeah, I love Bianca Belair too. But I think that, because some people think Drew McIntyre is going to win. I think Bobby Lashley is going to win. I agree with you there, Psychotic Savage. But I think Bobby Lashley is going to retain. And I think they're going to build up a feud with him and Brock Lesnar later on. I know that the Hurt Business just broke up. I think that's a ruse. I think they're doing it on purpose to screw over Drew McIntyre. Bobby Nasty. But I believe he's going to retain. I don't see them giving the title back to Drew. I think Drew's going to go a different direction. Bobby Lashley just won the belt. I mean, why have him drop it right away unless he's going to win it back later? I'm going to predict and think Bobby Lashley will retain. And if Brock Lesnar wants to return, then they're going to do the Bobby Lashley Brock Lesnar story, is what I'm predicting. But just what I think. That is just my opinion. You guys, about 100% of you don't agree with what I'm saying. But I think Bobby Lashley is going to retain unless Brock Lesnar doesn't return. If he doesn't, maybe Drew will win. But if Brock Lesnar returns, but then you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I like Razor Ramon, though. He was the coolest guy in the 90s. Okay, now, getting to the main event with Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. Kind of a tough one because I don't know. Why would they put Daniel Bryan in the match after he lost to Roman Reigns? I mean, now, Roman Reigns, is there a chance that Roman Reigns will just retain his title and defeat and pin Daniel Bryan and not pin Edge? I mean, that's a possibility. Daniel Bryan, could he win the belt? I'm going to say, and I don't see Daniel Bryan winning the belt because he just lost. I will strongly say that Daniel Bryan won't win this match. But, now I don't think he'll bring back the big gold belt. You know what? I don't think that. Now, Roman Reigns retaining is a possibility. Is that how they're going to close the show, though? Is Roman Reigns going to close the show with him holding up the belt saying, I defeated Edge and Daniel Bryan? Or maybe, I'll predict right now. I mean, I'm just talking about the possibilities. I think the show is going to end with Edge retaining the belt and holding up the belt like this, or it's going to close with Brock Lesnar returning. Either Edge winning the Universal Championship or Brock Lesnar returning to claim back his title at WrestleMania 37. Those are the scenarios I think is going to end the show. You got to think about it. What's going to end the WrestleMania show? What's going to be the ending of the show? Unlike WrestleMania 27, where The Rock bottom everybody, and that was the worst WrestleMania ever. But now you got to think about that. How will the show end? Will it be Edge? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Will it end with Edge holding up the belt like this? Will it end with Edge saying, I came back and I did it. I'm the champion. That's the red belt, by the way, because I wear red a lot. I'm the YouTube champion. But will it end with Edge holding up the belt and looking at it and going, I did it. I came back and accomplished my dream. I came back on my terms and finally ended my career on my terms type of thing. Or will it end with Brock Lesnar F5 and everybody and holding the title up like this to Bobby Lashley saying, this is my yard? You know? What are the scenarios of the ending of WrestleMania? So, I think that I'm going to say Edge will probably win. All right, so Kevin Owens will beat Sami Zayn. Apollo Crews will be the Intercontinental Champion. Cesaro will beat Seth Rollins. Matt Riddle will retain against Sheamus. Shane McMahon will probably beat Braun Strowman in a steel cage match. The Miz will beat Bad Bunny. Rhea Ripley will beat Asuka. The Fiend will beat Randy Orton. New Day will retain. Bianca Belair will become the Women's Champion. Bobby Lashley will retain. And Edge will end the show holding up the belt like this. And that's my discussion for WrestleMania. What do you guys think? I'll keep streaming with you guys. But what do you think about this WrestleMania? Think it's going to be good? Think it's going to be bad? The ending of Raw tonight will determine some things. Maybe Brock Lesnar will return. I don't know. But would it make sense for Bobby just to beat Drew and that's it? If Drew wins it back, Drew wins it back. But I think Bobby Lashley is going to retain his belt. I think the Hurt Business... I don't think the Hurt Business should have broke up either. I haven't watched Raw all day. I haven't even looked at the results. I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell you what's going on. It's probably just a bunch of tag matches and promos. I can't believe people still watch Raw. I can't watch Raw. I'm barely going to be able to watch WrestleMania. I might just work those days, but I might talk to you about it. The Ultimate Farmer, Brock Lesnar. So he could be the Universal Champion. Come back with his replica title. Like, I got his belt right here. Decent. Now, there's also a takeover. There's Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, and there's Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross. Those are gonna be some good matches. I like it, brother. But it's Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. They fought in Ring of Honor, and they fought in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But they're going to fight in NXT TakeOver in a non-sanctioned match. And I saw the promo for Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole. It was a great promo. It was exciting. It was like watching a movie. It was the best promo I've seen in forever, guys. Yeah, Raw is a joke. Raw should be the A show. Because Raw has been around since 1993. Or is it 92? I forget. My brain's not there no more. But, what do you guys think about that? That's our predictions for WrestleMania. Thank you for watching. One day I could be the champion. I got bigger and bulkier wrestling skills. I could be champion. But, give me your thoughts, guys. That's my stream for the night. I'm going to go to bed. I got work at 9. Have a nice day. Subscribe if you want to. And peace out, everybody. And I'm WWE Jackson Parker. Hope you guys enjoy Raw and give me your thoughts, people. That's all I want to say. Peace out, guys.